love how you and Vat keep hitting the same pose. Just reaching out for something that ain't there.
All right, we are live. I am Haley. This is Doug, and we have two beautiful ladies, Aaliyah and Vac, right?
Vec. Yeah, you can just call me Vec.
Aaliyah and Vac. We're gonna be talking to them today about meeting their second life partners in real life. We have a few questions to ask them. Bring it up. I started it a little too early. Okay, so Vac, you tell us first. How did you meet your second life partner?
You mean here in SL first?
Yeah.
Okay, in 2012 we met. I was at a concert in SL for, actually it was an ex of mine singing, and he messaged me and asked me to dance, and we just, I don't know, I guess we hit it off. But then I left SL for a while, quite a while, and then came back, and that was like 2021 that we've been consistently together with a few hiccups, but that's it.
So you met at the concert. How long did it take y'all to start dating?
Oh gosh. I don't know, right away, kind of we just started hanging out, and we have a time difference, so that's always been weird. Like I'll be waking up and he's already in the afternoon, or so.
Aaliyah, what about you?
We met over a game of Monopoly in Cedar Creek in 2019, and I want to say it was August. My sister decided that we were going to live in Cedar Creek, so we did. And she met some people, and she's like, "Hey, there's this family that kind of lives over in this area. We're going to go hang out with them, have a game night, whatever." And we became friends, and around April of 2022, when we were finally both single and we had helped each other through breakups, life changes, job changes, all that fun stuff, feelings were admitted, and he booked his plane ticket to come see me in November 2022.
Me too. Do you,
Oh, friends to lovers.
beautiful. How do you live together? Like, did the real life situation continue?
Yeah, as of May of this year, we decided to move in together, and we're kind of navigating that, but it's been a lot of fun. Just very different.
Oh hell yeah! Well, you guys haven't killed each other yet, so it must be working out.
Not yet. Sometimes, you kind of get the urge.
So you met in 2022 and then like spent a few more years just online?
Yeah, we operated long distance. I do travel for work most of the time. I do catastrophe insurance, so I end up in his area where we live now a lot for work anyways. So it put us within like a 4 hour driving distance of each other.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Oh no.
Yeah, it kind of worked out.
Like, what about you? When did y'all finally meet in real life?
We met last year. Well, it was hard. He lives in the Netherlands, and I'm in the US. So just timing, money, it was everything. And last year in October, I went and ended up staying for 6 weeks. It was wonderful, and I want to go back as soon as I am able to. It's a bit hard financially to just
Just
pick
those
up.
plane tickets alone.
Oh my gosh, yes. I went in the fall, and I wanted to go in the summer, but oh gosh, there is like 3 times as much to go in the summer. So
You always have to go off
Did,
season, but even then.
have y'all ever talked about like living together in real life?
yes, we have. It would be me going there, and it's a goal. It's definitely a goal to get over there. It's a beautiful country. Eh, I feel peaceful at home there, like unlike I feel here. It's like I was meant to be there. Is that how I feel?
Okay, and these are going to be questions for the both of y'all, so y'all just pick and choose like who wants to answer or how y'all want to answer, both of you. What made you realize like that like this is the person you wanted to meet in real life? Is it something you've done before, or was this the first time you've done this?
Um, well, I have done the online thing. In fact, when I was many years ago, I was married to somebody I met online. Um, that was like when America Online was the thing. That was I met him, and then um, I, I've always dated people that I meet online, but this was the first international anything I've had, and this is yeah, it's different and much better for anything I've ever had in real life.
Aw.
Like, yeah, um, definitely.
On the flip side of that, I had never dated anyone from real life before. Um, we were just really good friends, and there was always like some chemistry there. And it kind of came to a head one drunken game night. And as a joke, he was like, "Oh, like I'm gonna fly myself down for your birthday." I was like, "Oh, okay, like yeah, whatever. Like we're never actually gonna see each other. This is just a flirtation thing that we have going on." And then he bought the ticket, so I was like, "Oh, he's like actually coming." Um, both of our parents were very weirded out by the concept of how we met, so I had to send my ID for his mom, and he had to send his ID for my mom, and like we had to exchange addresses for our parents to know like where we were going to be when we were visiting each other, and it was just very strange.
So yours happened kind of quick, like from time of planning to making it happen.
Yeah, because I mean it was April to November, so that's about like 6 months of letting your parents know, like, hey, someone I've never met before is about to come, be in the area. It's the holidays, you're gonna meet them, type thing.
Did your family know about Second Life beforehand?
Yeah, my dad knows about Second Life. He is very intrigued by the concept of Second Life. I have shown him the screen and taken him around to opportunities that you can have. So they kind of know. Um, with that being said, I have shown him some of the weirder aspects of Second Life, so I can only imagine what he thinks me and Michael came into fruition from.
What about you, Vac? Did you tell your family about this meeting? Anybody in your family?
Yeah, my mom is. I told her right away. She's talked to Elwood on like video call. She likes him a lot. Um, she, um, she's always known about SL from me. Um, she always thought it was like weird and more like The Sims. Even when I explained it to her, she didn't get it that there was like real people on the other side. And if I showed her my avatar, she's like, "Why are you so fat?" That's my mom. I'm like,
Wow.
"Why are your legs
Fat
so
shaming in the
big?"
big 2-5.
Yeah, yeah. She just, well, it's like she just doesn't grasp concept of making an avatar and living out your dream or whatever you want to do, what you make it in SL. She told my brother and my nephews no, and they all knew where I was going and pretty supportive about it. So I was
Oh, okay. They weren't
surprised.
like trying to talk you out of it or nothing.
No, nobody tried to talk me out of it.
That's good.
So tell me about the beforehand on like changing from fantasy to reality. Like, were we FaceTiming, Zoom calls? Like, were y'all seeing each other before you met in person?
I was. We were. We started in 2012. We'd used Skype, and then when I came back, we were using WhatsApp. We do video calls all the time. Now we do voice in SL if we're not available for videos or whatever. But yeah, we've always had that real life in a way connection right away. We never like didn't have it, I feel like. Yeah.
Yeah, we've always done, Discord video chats or FaceTimes and things like that.
when you finally met in real life, like how different did it feel from going just from a camera view to being in reality? Like, was it the same? Was it different? Did you have any like, were you scared and nervous that like they wouldn't look the same, or like I know you see them, but it's so different when you see someone's like movements and height and all of those things. So like, how did you feel about that going from camera to real life?
Oh my God, I was scared. So I was, I made a joke that I'm like, what are we gonna do when we meet? And I said, are we gonna just like shake hands? And because I was nervous, I didn't know because I'm kind of shy, and I thought when I get up to him, what am I gonna feel? Like I knew, but it worked out great. He just like grabbed me and gave me a big kiss, and then it was
Ease the
perfect.
tension, yeah.
Yeah, it was perfect.
I was so nervous that I circled the airport 3 times, rubbernecking to look at him because I was in awe before I
Aw.
finally pulled over so
Aw.
that he could get in the car. And he, I don't know why I had this like irrational fear of him being like a short king, which if you are a shorter man, like that's fine.
Oh, no,
Uh,
no, you heard it here, guys.
the day of, I was just super terrified that he was going to be like 5'2" or something, and
If there's
he
anything
said
wrong with
that he said that I looked like a goldfish, just like open
What?
mouth, staring at him when he got in
Oh,
the car.
okay.
Yeah. And then I
So you were like, he's
awkwardly,
hot.
oh my god, yeah, stunning.
That's a plus, yeah, not catfished.
And I awkwardly drove like elbows touching the steering wheel, leaning forward to get through the traffic to go eat, and I was super awkward the whole day. It was bad.
Yeah, that was gonna be my follow-up question actually. Is like for both of you guys. We'll start with Vac. Like, how long did it take for you guys to get over like the initial jitters and stuff like that? Whether it was like immediate, like in your case, like you said, when you guys like just like had that embrace and it kind of like melted the tension away. Surely there's probably like still a little bit of jitters or something like that. Like when did you guys like fall into your rhythm and like you were like not worried anymore?
Oh, can I say this? I don't know, Elwood. Can I say this on on here? So I was really, really nervous, like about everything. Just when I got to his place, I felt weird. Just like not bad. It was just like, oh my God, this is happening. This is really happening. And I just was kind of nervous. And then I had been on a plane to the Netherlands, so um, yeah, I took a shower right away, and he snuck up behind me, and well, use your imagination. It he made all the
Oh,
tension
okay,
go
yeah.
away right away.
Yeah,
Aw,
I'd
yay.
say after that, there's nothing else to like concern
No,
yourself with. I
but
think
it
it's like everything up and leading to that point that
yes.
yeah. How about you, Leah?
I think after like we sat down and we were eating and we kind of got to, like get over the fact that like I can reach across and touch you and it's not a screen anymore. I was fine. As soon as he grabbed me and kind of kissed me, I was like, like it's happening. So we got over it pretty quick, but it it was a definite shock. I could imagine with like Beck in particular, like that's even more of a shock because you're in a different country. At least it was. I had a home field advantage of being where I'm familiar with.
Hmm.
I'd
Yeah,
never been in
exactly.
Europe before, so it was like it was a big deal. I was in a different country for the first time, traveling that way. Uh, it was a lot. It wasn't just that I was meeting him. It was
Yeah, you
just
had
a
a lot riding on
big,
you. Yeah.
yes. It was like, okay. I did have a fear of what if I go there and he doesn't like me and he doesn't want to see me, and
Yeah, I
it's
think
kind of
that's like
hard.
that's like a fear that a lot of people have. Like you get in your head and stuff like that. Just for full disclosure, like I also had a partner that I went and saw in real life and stuff like that. So like I can empathize with you guys, like the jitters and stuff like that and like the nervousness. I mean, in my instance, I drove like to go see them. So like the whole way I was just like, oh man, and like what if she hates me? Like that kind of insecurity starts to kick in, no matter how confident in yourself you are.
So y'all would say that chemistry and like that longing was still there. Like there was no like like Well, I guess there was some hesitation, but like you still felt the same amount of chemistry that you felt after all that time online.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It was easy to feel that when I got there at first, all those nerves, and then I mean, I was only supposed to be staying 2 weeks, but got an open-ended ticket, um, knowing that I could leave to like, so I kept putting it back and back and ended up being there 6 weeks. It was a good decision to have a ticket I could change like that, because yeah, I wish I could have stayed longer, but
Right,
commitments
yeah.
back in
I want to
my
touch on
life.
that. Yeah, after this question that we have here. So up to you, Leah. But then yeah, I got a follow up question for the both of you after that.
Oh no, I'm in total agreement. After the initial jitters were over, everything was perfect. Really, really great.
Okay, I guess it's actually two questions. One of them is like, so I think you guys kind of answered this, but like just for like full clarity and stuff. So the vibes were pretty much the same, if not better, like immediately upon meeting. Is that my understanding?
Oh yeah, it was like I know that this was my person that I was meant to meet, and all this time that we spent getting to know each other, and it just led up to the perfect meeting. And we had a lot of time when we wanted to meet but didn't. But I think the timing was right and made everything perfect when it was there.
Yeah, it didn't change anything from being on screen to being in real life. I mean, beyond making it better. When you have nothing to do beyond talk to the other person, I mean, like you guys can play games together, y'all can hang out in Second Life together, watch a movie together, but like when really all you can do with someone is be able to talk, like you get to know them intimately and like very deeply. So I think that
Hmm.
our relationship was already pretty strong at that point, and then like the years of friendship on top of it prior to us becoming romantically involved, it it was it was awesome.
Yeah, and that's actually a wonderful point. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Haley?
It's okay. I was gonna ask them, like, on that very first day of meeting, did anything, like, really funny or embarrassing or unexpected happen?
Not so much on the first day, no, but I'm awkward. I'm just awkward. I have to say that. And um, he knew that, and going in, and I'm clumsy, like it says on my knee here. I trip over my own feet, so he probably expected me to just be a clumsy, awkward person. And there was a couple times when I did some things that were like I got lost in a McDonald's. And I chucked a piece of paper at a guy's head by accident at a restaurant. I just did
Accident
things.
in quotes.
Well, you know when you take the little piece of paper and you kind of like a piece of straw and you kind of like flick it back and forth to each other.
Yeah, you keep it on your straw and you blow it at someone.
No, like with your finger, like you go click, like the football.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so I flicked it and it went sailing past him and hit this guy that was on, and his wife was facing me. She looked at me like she was gonna kill me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, oops. So I was just awkward, and yeah, I lost myself in a McDonald's, and he was out there wondering where I was, and I was outside. I went out the other door wondering where he was, um, for like a half hour.
A
Yeah.
half hour in a McDonald's? How big
Well,
was it?
well, see, the thing is, in the
World's
Netherlands,
biggest McDonald's.
it's like everything has stairs that go up, up, and they're really steep. So I went up to go to the bathroom, and I needed money to go in the bathroom, which I didn't have the correct change with me. It just was a mess. And so I just came back down and I turned around, went out the wrong door. Everything looked the same to me. So I'm standing outside on the opposite side of the building waiting for him while he's on the other side looking for me. And it never dawned on me there would be two doors.
Millie in our live chat says she wants to see this McDonald's.
Right, for real, yeah. Drop the Google Maps.
She said, wait, you need money to tinkle? I guess I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, it's like I didn't have, I forgot how many, like what it was, but maybe Elwood can pass a message and tell me how much it was. But yeah, I remember that I couldn't get this, and there was a woman there too, like taking the money, and like, oh my God.
What about you, Leah? Anything embarrassing or unexpected?
Ooh, there's some embarrassment. I I would like to start with saying that I most definitely was not doing this. I was just too nervous to look at him while I was trying to eat.
I
Um,
feel that.
he claims that I was staring at the waitress's butt. Um, and I'm mortified by that fact because I guess I was looking in that direction, but I was just too nervous to look at him. I also tripped and fell trying to give him a tour of the house, so that was fun. But yeah.
Did y'all live alone, ladies? Did y'all live alone when you brought? Well, you went to him, but like, were there families you had to meet like day one, or?
At my house, I had my baby brother at the time. He was 17 and a senior in high school. He was about to turn 18, and my parents travel for work, so he was just kind of staying with me while he finishes up his senior year. But they got along super duper well.
Yeah, Elwood lives alone. I mean, yeah, he lives alone except for his dog Lucky, and so there was nobody there except us. And I met a friend or two, but not really any family. He doesn't really have family there, so yeah, it wasn't there wasn't a big like he had already met my mom like on um, FaceTime, so there was not anything family meetings.
So, Vac, I know y'all aren't together in real life actively right now because he's so far. So, like, how did it change your second life relationship afterwards? Like, I know it probably made it better, but like, did any of the dynamics change, like, at all?
No, I don't think they did. When I first came back, I was a basket case. So he was more like he probably was a basket case too, but he didn't show it like I did. Um, so that was the only dynamic that changed. It's like there was this new like, oh, I'm sad because I'm not there. But eventually we just like got into the normal as we had been.
I'd probably be crying every day. I mean, you just were able to have that intimacy and be cuddling, and now you like can't touch them for so long. Like, I'd be so sad.
Oh, I was. When I was on the plane, I was crying and then like, oh my God, like how. But I'm sure I'm not the first girl to be crying on a plane, right?
Yeah, that's the brutal part. Yeah, always the leaving's always the worst.
Yeah, and he it was so cute. He kept at the airport. I'm walking through one of those wavy things, like a line queue, and I kept looking, and he was kind of moving along, so I could see him out there just.
Aww.
And I'm waving each time, and then he's at the next one, and I'm waving, and I'm like,
that
oh,
sounds
it's
like
so
a movie.
sad. But it was so sweet.
Aaliyah, yours is super interesting. Tell us how it changed yours. How did we go from meeting to living together? How long did this take?
I mean, definitely like from Second Life to real life when feelings were met and stuff, that was only a couple of months. We didn't want to live together until we were able to see how we did like long term and then how we did long term together like in person. So with me traveling for work, we were able to do a month straight together and we were like, okay, like we both know how to clean up after ourselves. Neither person has a habit that irritates the other person. We know how to communicate when we have a disagreement about something. So we were like, we're ready to kind of give it a try.
And how long have you been living together now?
Since May. So it's October now. Oh my goodness.
Earlier you said it was like weird or something. You said it was you said it was so different or something. Tell us how that is.
Just being able to be like, hey, do you want to go to the movies instead of like, oh, let's, screen share a movie on Discord. being able to cook together versus, like cooking on a screen together, like ordering DoorDash and stuff. Um, Being able to get to know each other's families more so than in passing. Um, his family is extremely wonderful and welcoming, and he is extremely close with my family as well. So that was a huge relief to find out that isn't really something that we could have found out through long distance. But having people who are super supportive on that end was a nice surprise, and especially me moving, multiple states away, having them as my only support system is very comforting, but also very different.
Wow.
That's sweet
So
though. They like came and like accepted you right away. Continually.
when y'all started living together, like, how did it change with how you interact with Second Life? Like, did y'all not play for a long time, or do y'all still play together? Like, how did it change your Second Life?
Like I was telling you in our initial messages when we were kind of setting this up, he does have an extremely full plate. He works 2 jobs. He is pursuing going back to school right now to finish up his degree. And I travel for work, so we use it to be able to be together when we can't be together. But when we are physically together, he doesn't really make it a priority to log on. I still have, like my friends that I like talking to and hanging out with, and I also have a brand within Second Life, so I have reasons to log. And we do have like a Second Life family. We have Second Life kids and stuff. He has a daughter that we've had around since 2019. And she's in Hawaii, so she's like 6 hours behind us, 5 hours. If she can log, like, he'll get on. But in a day-to-day thing, no, he doesn't really prioritize it anymore.
Okay, cool. So like for the both of you guys, well, starting with Vac, like what are some of the things that like you guys used to do, like just on SL, like to like try to connect, like keep everything like trucking along until you guys could meet up, like what were just like some activities that you did, SL or otherwise, like to just bond, like like to judge movies, play games, anything like that?
We always like to do things in SL that we couldn't do in real life, I guess. Like, I know we like boating together, and just we're both DJs, so we love music, so we'll watch YouTube videos together with music, or screen sharing them, or it's the 1, 2, 3 started at the same time kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just really talking whenever we can. It's just everything you would think. Like, okay, so let's say I wake up at whatever time, and it's already like if I'm eating lunch at noon, he's already eating dinner at 6 p.m. there. So it's like, oh, I'm eating a meal, he's eating a meal. It might not be the same meal, but it's a meal, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We have some things like that are the same, but
Yeah, just like ways to feel close, like try to feel like you can close the distance. Yeah, I get you.
yes.
About you, Leah, what you guys used to do before you guys met up?
Whew, rage quit over the Mad P rooms. And
I reversed one of those. But anyway, go on.
you said what now?
I voice acted in one of those little Mad P like escape room things.
Oh, cool. That's a
Yeah.
fun fact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's goofy.
we do stuff like that. We love exploring Sims.
Yes. Do you guys have that travel backpack?
No, what travel backpack?
Oh my God,
I'll tell you about that later. Yeah, it's so
Okay.
fun.
We even have videos where we on his YouTube where we use it.
Yeah, it'll just teleport you to like literally like a random location, so you can just explore as much as you want. And
Okay.
anyway, continue with what you're saying. What else did you guys do? You like to explore?
Yeah, explore board games, Teagles. We've had My Story farms and stuff at one point. Just, anything that you can do, and kind of like Vec was saying, anything that you can't do in real life. So we've tried our hand at surfing because I'm not ever gonna get up on a surfboard.
Right.
Don't have that balance in me, but just anything that you've ever wanted to try. And there's been some things that we've done here that we go on to try and do in the real world. Like you can do Second Life vacations, and we finally got to take a vacation together. Being able to live a whole day in Second Life in a real life hour is a very powerful tool when it's, like you can be at your house that you've decorated and stuff, or you can go to somewhere based off of Europe or a museum or something educational or something just fun. It really opened up opportunities.
Yeah, you can pretty much do whatever. That's one of the great things about this game, actually. Just like you said, do all like the physicality or like the running a farm and stuff like that. It's like way easier. Okay. So like kind of going back to like like the having to like like once your trip is done, that kind of thing. Like packing your bags, stuff like that. How do you guys like prepare for something like that? Do you guys like plan like your next trip in advance, anything like that, like if possible, like just things to like make like the wait feel less like so that way like when you're leaving you still know like oh like we have something to look forward to still, though? Like how do you guys like cushion the blow? Do you find that you like well, okay, I mean I know Lee like lives with hers now, but like when you had to do this, like is it more of like a case of like oh, it's necessary that we have to like split up? Like, was it just like something you had to do, or like did you guys like pad it out by like spending more time together, like when you were online until you could be together? Like, how did you guys like kind of like console that, until like the next meeting?
Well, since we haven't met a second time yet, we just talk about what we're gonna do, what we want to do. In SL, we always spend a lot of time together. Right now, I'm not working, and he doesn't work, and we're older. I mean, so we have more time right now to spend. I was working a little like at the beginning of the year, and it kind of takes away, of course, it's real life but I look at him as my real life. So it's kind of, just balancing like your life and I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get you. I mean, it's still the same person, like it is real. Like, because there's a person behind the avatar. I mean, hell, you met them, you've embraced them, done all kinds of things. It's just like the tools of connection are different, right? Like when you're farther apart, you got like seas like between you, but in most cases, like with you guys and stuff. But I mean, like that doesn't make it any less, you know what I mean? If anything, it's like you guys were saying before, it's like when you're online, you do connect with someone like so deeply because you don't have that physicality, right? Like you aren't sitting there like cuddling or holding hands, or like just being able to like sit like in a room like with the presence, like and just like enjoy each other's company. Like you guys are always on, you're talking, you're getting to know each other, you're engaging, and like I think that's one of the positive things about like relationships that start online is because you do really like that really does test and strain a relationship more than living with someone, and something that I'd say, because I've having lived with someone, having like gone to see someone, and like I didn't see my person until like a year into us dating. So I mean, like you really have to sit there, and it does challenge you guys, but like if you make it through and you power through and you see it through to the end, like then you guys are that much stronger for it, I feel, and you guys are like that much closer. So like yeah, the second trip, hopefully soon, but I mean like you said, it's gonna be a thing that happens, and I'm rooting for you guys. How about you, Aaliyah? Like when you had to go back and stuff like that, like what'd you guys do? Did you like try to like make more time than usual, or like like did you already like have the plan in mind, or how did that work?
Yeah, we try to meet up every 3 months. That would be like our kind of schedule that we would stick to. So if he was here for like New Year's, then I know that I'd see him again in like March or April. And it kind of kept us sane, knowing that we already kind of had the next time
Exactly,
slot
you can see
planned
the
out.
light at the end of the tunnel. Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And then we've had annual things that we've come to do. He has a really good gaming friend that he met like way back when on Call of Duty, and he lived it stayed away from me and like 3-4 hour drive, so we made that happen 1 year, and then we just started doing it every year on that same weekend. Just anything that you can do to make it bearable. I mean, it sucks. I was ugly Kim K crying anytime I had to leave him. I was just inconsolable. But it was hard.
Okay, I
Alright.
just want to know if y'all, is there anything that gave y'all like the ick from anything that happened in real life that like gave you like the tiniest ick? Like you can still love them and get an ick from somebody, but is there anything that was just like you did not like?
I mean, well, because if I get the ick, I like all the way get the ick.
Sounds like someone I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I read that post.
I get the ick real easy, so that's all I need to know. Like, was there anything?
I mean, not really. I didn't like how much he was smoking like really smelly cigarettes, but hey, I mean, I love him and it's part of him. And I was, I'll just spend time with him doing whatever, because, yeah. But I wouldn't say that's the ick. That's just, yeah.
Right. But I mean, you also when you love someone a lot, you take the good with the bad, you know?
If that's one bad thing, I can't think of anything. Yeah.
So no icks, Aaliyah.
You heard her, she was goldfishing.
I don't like
Yeah.
anything little like I don't know, leaves his clothes on the bathroom floor or left his toothbrush out, like
Hey,
anything.
you think these chicks are gonna like out their guys on here, especially when
Maybe
one's like right here in the
maybe he
studio
doesn't like
with us?
he doesn't like mushrooms. Like that's not like the only
Oh
crazy
my
thing.
God.
Based.
Okay. I'm trying to how do y'all feel about how do we feel about juicy questions?
How juicy.
Juicy, like you said, mine's right here, so.
Let her rip.
Well, I mean, Beck, you already told us like he came up to you behind the shower on the first
Oh
day.
jeez.
So you sorted that out the first day. So
Yeah, you have to think that I've known him since,
yeah,
20.
no, I'm
Wow,
not
so it
judging
was
you
pretty
in
easy
that
to,
way.
no,
I'm
I
saying,
know,
like, that's-
but it was
that's
pretty
how I
easy to just want to be like, right away, right?
Yeah, Aaliyah, how long did I know you said he like kissed you, so technically he made the first move, but like how long did it take to get comfortable enough for more than a kiss?
I kept stalling actually. So anytime he would kind of take the lead, I'd be like, "We need to go do blah blah blah," and he'd be like, "Oh, okay." And finally, he was like, "Dude, we need to sit down and talk. Like, what's going on with you? Like, you're acting weird." And so I told him, I said, "Well, like, we kind of need to, like, we need to go on a few more dates first. Like, this is weird, isn't it?" And he was like, "We've been to Target, we've been to so and so, and we've been here." He's like, "That's 3 places." And I was like, "Well, when you put it that way."
And think about the dating you did in SL. Like,
That's true.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I was just super nervous. I was shaking like a leaf. But yeah,
Had to get
I
the
mean, like,
jitters out.
but after he said that, I was like, you know what? Okay.
Okay, but did what am I trying to say? The talk they gave online, did it match the action in real life?
Bro, why are you trying to get them to like out people?
I'm not. I'm just trying to
go
make
ahead,
it a
go
little
for
more
it.
interesting.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Good.
It was not all just talk. It was very much so backed up.
Period. I'm being
yeah,
hated in the chat.
definitely it was backed up. I mean, the guy came out in the shower and got me. I mean, what, he backed that up. Yeah.
I love it. I need y'all to not be afraid of being controversial. Like, these are valid questions. Trinity just said I'm asking what they're all wondering, okay? So these are valid questions.
Oh, okay. Alright, what else is on everyone else's minds then?
Yeah, Trinity, Melly, give us a question if we're not asking what you need to know. Um, so we're saying I love you, I'm assuming, in both relationships because it's been a few years. Who said it first?
He did.
Based.
Yeah, he absolutely did.
Same, he did first.
It's always on the
How
guy to
fa-
make the first move.
how fast did this happen? Because I mean, were y'all already saying it in Second Life? Like, surely.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, like I said, we started as friends, and when feelings were kind of admitted, I think it was a good pace because that's like 2019 to 2022. You gotta think that's a couple years. Um, but I don't think it was too fast paced.
And I remember the first time he said it was like I wasn't sure if he really meant I love you because I told him I was learning Dutch and he goes, "Oh, I love you," or like that, and I was like, "Okay, is it that like you're great, I love you," but or it's I love you, I love you. I didn't know. Yeah, yeah. But he meant it.
Doug?
Oh, you need a question from old Dougster here, huh?
I do.
Okay. Well, someone like who like went through my experience and stuff like that. Let me see. I'm trying to think of like my experience and stuff. So like it seems like with Vec, you went out to travel to go see him, and with Aaliyah, your guy came to you. So I know that plane ride home, like you said, had to like really suck. So we kind of touched on that already. That's like my biggest thing is like how people cope with that part after. I feel like that's like the hardest part in a relationship. But it seems like it kind of like you guys have like your stride and that's cool and everything. I guess what I want to know is like I'm trying to think of something juicy here, something really juicy. Uh, so obviously like there's like points of conflict and stuff like that. And I'd say even harder to manage online, like because in real life and stuff, you can obviously just like embrace your partner, like reassure them, like just touching them, like just patting them and stuff like that. But online and stuff like that, how do you guys like resolve your conflict and stuff like that? If like you get into an argument, like who's the first one to budge? Like are you both like stubborn? Like how does that work out? Like in your dynamics, like in your relationships, like how do you guys online, or I guess in your case, Ali, and stuff like that, you can talk about your online experience and then kind of like how you guys do it, IRL, especially now that you're living together. I'm sure it happens more. Feel free to speak on that experience, like conflict resolution, starting with Vec.
So going back in SL times of us before we met, we were apart for a little bit, like because we had lots of disagreements and things just weren't working out. But it was a good learning experience for us. We learned a lot about what are each other's, like things that and how I react and how he reacts, and it's made us like really strong now. So we communicate so much better, and it's like we took it when I was there to be able to communicate, like, and not just run away, but talk things out. And we're even if we separate for a few minutes and then come back and we are talking about what happened, it's really easy for us to do. I feel like it is now. It wasn't before, but now we are very good at communicating.
I mean, like we butt heads and stuff. I do try to pride myself on communication. If I do get mad at him and he'll decide to just start acting goofy, and as soon as I crack a smile, he's like, "Ah, you're not that mad. If you were that mad, you wouldn't smile."
My God, that's funny. Sorry.
Two more questions. It's okay. I have two more
Because I
questions.
do the same thing to him. He'll be like a frowny face, and I say like, oh, if I can make you laugh, you're not that mad. Like I know he can I can make them smile.
I love this for you guys. I very much appreciate that you came out here today and shared these experiences with us. We are at 44 minutes now, so I'll just ask 2 more questions. I have one question from the chat, live. So once you had the chance to taste the spicy side, was it harder to come back to your online spicy life once you had the real life to compare it to?
Ooh. We just took it up a notch in SL. I don't know. You just do what you do. There's things you can do like videos and stuff always that make it. You have to try and be as close as you can without actually being together. In
Yeah,
a way.
teleporters.
Right.
We actually don't ERP. The only time that we have was when there was a club called Knew It around, and I wanted the tag, so we went to it. And I got my tag. But other than that, we've never really I don't know. I just don't.
Wait, would it be
so
like phone stuff or no
yeah,
nothing?
Before y'all even met, there was nothing?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, on Discord and stuff.
Okay.
But, in
Okay,
world,
yeah.
no.
No, it
Okay.
doesn't have to necessarily be Second Life. Like, you guys met in SL, that's kind of like the common thread. But no, just,
Yeah.
intimacy like that, before you guys met up.
I mean, we've definitely we have the partnered little interactive toys that we used to kind of
based.
make things a little bit more fun. I'm trying to be careful because I know my goddaughter's watching in the comments now.
Hi.
Sorry, daughter.
So sorry, Petal. But yeah, we've kind of spiced it up a little bit, but she's messaging me right now. That's about it.
Okay, it's okay. We can move on to the last one. I was just wondering if y'all have any words of advice for people that are scared to go from Second Life to real life and meet these people.
Do it. It's something you don't want to miss. If you feel close to the person and there's nothing that is holding you back, like a relationship that you had or have or whatever, just take the leap and do it. I mean, the worst that happens, I told everybody the worst that could happen is I had a trip to Europe. So,
I'm a little bit more cautionary than that. I do not recommend doing this. There are a lot of crazy people in the world. I could have ended up in the back of my own trunk, and he could have ended up with a new car. And it's very scary. I do say that if you do want to pursue something like this, please ensure that you do your research, that you know this person intimately, that you can trust them as much as you can trust a stranger online. Have safety measures in place, exchange ID cards, make sure the family members have access to that information for when you guys do meet up, make sure a family member knows where you're going to be at, and when to expect you home, and just be safe.
yeah, that too. What she said. I mean, obviously you're not going to just jump into
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm saying once all that she said is in place, yeah, definitely. If it looks good, then just go. Don't. Yeah.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Michael.
Michael Scott.
Oh, no, it's a Doug original. No, I'm kidding. I've never even.
Yeah, I was one of those dumb
people.
people. I never met a partner in real life, but I did meet family, and I didn't tell anybody where I was going. But it was just family. I wasn't scared, and it was a bunch of them in a public setting, so that could have been dangerous. I'm pretty sure I was 20 years old, but still dangerous. But yeah, that is some very smart advice. And I mean, y'all even making me feel more brave about meeting people in real life, because it's I'm terrified to do that. So I was really interested in how it worked for y'all. So I appreciate you coming and sharing with us, even though you've never met us in your life, but well, one of you have. So that's it. Unless you have anything else you want to share, I think that's a wrap.
Thank you. for
Yeah, any
doing
final
this.
words of
It's
wisdom,
fun.
you guys? Anything you've learned along the way, or yeah, just more advice?
I think that's about it, but thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, thanks for coming on.
Fun.
It's been a slice.
Alright. That's it. Bye.
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 Okay, it's ended.
Oh yeah. No
I mean-
technical difficulties or nothing. Though Haley here had to have her fucking nicotine for a second there. But that's why it was me asking the questions for a minute.
Oh, okay.
I gotta need my vape. You gotta need my vape.
Yeah, maybe needs her Nicky.
I would